Good day guys, and welcome to another video. First off, let me say thank you for 15,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate this. I've been working at this channel for quite some time, for years and years, and I finally got to that 15,000 subscriber mark. I really do appreciate it, guys. Now, 2 weeks ago I posted a video that has gone semi-viral. You know, the Trinidad versus Jamaica fruit names, and you guys seem to love that video. Right now it's like 43,000 views, which is very rare for me. My video only gets a few hundred views, and I'm really happy to see that video doing so well. I am sure that video also brought in a whole set of new subscribers. Rightfully so. The accent videos, the Trini saying videos, Trinidad versus Jamaica videos, they do way better than my vlogging videos, which makes up the bulk of this channel. So I want to welcome all my new subscribers that came in on those videos. I have never really done anything about myself or anything like that. For the long-time viewers of my channel, you would know a little bit about me from just viewing my videos, but I'll just give you a little rundown very quickly of me. Alright, number one, my name is Johan. As you guys can see from the name of the channel, I am a Trinidadian, but I live in Jamaica, and I've been living in Jamaica for well over 15 years now. In between that, for about 4 to 5 years, I lived in Tunisia, which is in North Africa, but I was always back and forth, so I always had a presence in Jamaica. Why am I, as a Trinidadian, living here? For my job. I was hired out of Trinidad, and I moved to Jamaica, and I've been here ever since. I'm married, I have 2 kids. If you go back in my channel and watch vlogs around Jamaica and even in Trinidad, you would see my wife and kids in those videos, so you could check those out. What else about me could I say? What do I like? I like art. You know, I'm by designer, graphic designer, and that's why doing these videos is so interesting to me. It kind of gives me an opportunity to be creative. I like movies. I'm a guy who could enjoy almost any movie, even slow-paced movies that build up and whatnot. I enjoy those. Of course, I'm a nerd, so I like sci-fi and fantasy. You know, all those superhero movies, I get a kick out of it. Big fan of Star Wars. I was a nerd before it was cool to be a nerd. Let me just say that. Yes, I like Star Wars, Marvel and that kind of thing, but I would count myself as more of a Star Trek person. I really like the philosophy of it. Yes, it's sci-fi, but it's also like moral tales and whatnot, and I really like those. I like Doctor Who because it's so weird. The Expanse might be the best realistic sci-fi series there is. So that's my kind of thing, you know, and lately I've been getting into like Swedish and Nordic murder mysteries. I also like fast cars. I'm very much into cars. Before the present vehicle I had a very fast old Cressida that I put a Supra 2JZ engine in, and I used to have a lot of fun with that. It was also very dangerous. Of course, it's a very expensive habit, so I had to give up on that dream. And if it's not pretty obvious, I love nature. I love going out, experiencing nature. I love hiking in nature, love going to the beach, but I really love like going to freshwater rivers, seeing all the greenery and enjoying that up in the mountains. When I was in Tunisia, I would hike every single weekend up in their mountains and whatnot. It was fantastic. And that's why in Jamaica, whoa, getting a little breeze. That's why in Jamaica I love going to these different places and swimming. And when my son was with me, we would go swimming almost every day down on that end. So really enjoy that kind of vibe. And an extension of that, you know, being out in nature, I also like traveling. I don't know if that makes sense, but I like traveling because my job used to take me a lot between Jamaica and Tunisia and also Trinidad. I love the airports. I know people think it's a hassle, but that whole vibe and organization and seeing the planes, I like that kind of crap. Going and seeing different places, different cities around the world, I really love it. So if you go back in my channel, you would see all the different travel vlogs of when I'm going through cities in Europe, US and whatnot. You will see the love I have for exploring and experiencing the world and different cultures and that kind of thing. I always tell anyone, if you have an opportunity to travel, you should take it. Alright, if you're saving up a ton of money or you have some extra money, or you're wondering, is this trip too expensive, should I take it? Please be financially responsible. I'm not saying don't be financially responsible. The value you will get from traveling and experiencing new things and new cultures and different worldviews opens up your mind so much and makes you appreciate the world, but also where you're from more. I think it is always, almost always, it is worth it. If you have the opportunity to travel, travel. So that is a little bit about me. And now that we are at the 15,000 mark, and I know the last few hundred or thousand people that subscribe came on because of the fruit video or whatnot, I want to encourage people to go and look at my other videos. One, it will help out the channel greatly. The more you interact with the videos, the more they get recommended and that kind of thing. And I know that vlogging mightn't be your thing, but hey, support a fellow creator. So what I want to do is kind of go through a few of my favorite videos over the years, going to show little clips of them on this video so you can get a little hint of it. But all the videos I mentioned here will be linked in the description of this video, so you can go directly and see them. Alright, so let's get going. First video I'm going to recommend is a video that has the name There and Back Again. Years and years ago, when I was still kind of adjusting to making YouTube videos, it was like the first narrative video I made, and it's a vlog of me leaving Jamaica, going to Trinidad, doing all the things, and then coming back. So you will be seeing from the clips I'm showing, it's a really kind of just keep moving kind of video, but it does have a narrative line, although I don't really talk directly to the camera and thing really. It was one of my first narrative videos, and I really love that video. It has a special place in my heart. In terms of adventure, I really like the first time. It's the first time, but I'm going to show you clips of the video I'm talking about where I go to Roaring River and I go to the caves, and I had my camera back then that had night vision in it, and it shows me crawling through the caves and crawling through the water in the caves. I really like that video. It makes me seem way more adventurous than I am, and I just thought it was a nice capturing of that piece of nature in Jamaica. Around that time too, I was going back and forth between Tunisia and Jamaica, and you would see a lot of Tunisian hiking videos on my channel, going to all the different places and whatnot. And one of the best hikes I did, and I remember so well, is hiking to Doga, which is a village. It's not a village, it is an old Roman town. It's actually I think a UNESCO heritage site or something like that, where you could actually walk through a really well preserved Roman village. It was just fantastic. It was like walking in history. Alright, that was one of the hikes I did, but there is a lot more. I encourage you to go. I hiked all over Tunisia. And talking about Tunisia, do you know that they filmed the original Star Wars back there, and also some of the Phantom Menace and whatnot, the desert scenes, because Tunisia is North Africa and the south of Tunisia is the Sahara. So of course a big feature for me is when I took a trip to the south, to the Sahara, and you can see from the clips I'm showing you, I actually went to the sets where they filmed. They're still standing, and you could go and visit them. It was amazing. But also just being in the Sahara, so those Sahara videos, I recommend you guys watching those. I really had a ball, and I hope that you guys can see. One of the things about being in Tunisia and being in a different country is enjoying the culture, and we took a trip to the Maulid celebration that was held in Karawen by the big mosque. It was fantastic. It was a hassle, it was crowded, but I had such a good time. You rarely get to see, you know, that religion and culture up front, and it was good to experience that. And the concert at the end, the music, I remember just being so moved. It's one of those kind of special experiences that I had in Tunisia. Alright, so there is so much history. I tried to document some of it, and I made a mini documentary on one of the cities there, Sidi Bou Said. It's one of those cities that looks like a Greek village on the mountains in the Mediterranean with the blue and white. So there is a town called Sidi Bou Said that's right there in Carthage, alright, in Tunisia. And I did a little mini documentary. You can see from the clips that I'm showing you, so go and check that one. There is so many different things that I did in Tunisia, and I tried to capture that in my last video that I did of Tunisia when I left in 2019. It's like a goodbye to Tunisia, and I show a vlog of traveling back, but I also try to reference all the other things that I did in Tunisia. So check that video out, Goodbye Tunisia. Very emotional video for me, and I hope you guys enjoy that video. And I do have a lot of Trinidad videos, because of course when I go back to Trinidad, I make all my different videos and whatnot. And last time I was there, I did a hike with my son where we hiked up Chancellor, and I really like that video, and every now and then I myself go back and watch that because it's me and my son hiking, and it's in an area where I grew up in St. Anne's. Another Trinidad video that I did that's really personal to me is the kind of magical garden video I did with my mom, where she gave us a tour of her garden that she's created around the house where I grew up in St. Anne's up in the hills in Mount Hololoing. A lot of people also like that video because it kind of really shows my mom. 2 years ago I was in Trinidad when they were commemorating Jose, and I took the opportunity to try to document that event, capture the history. It's a multiple night event, and I went and tried to get as much information and video footage and made this little documentary of Jose in St. James, and I had a good time putting it together. It really shows a real deep cultural part of Trinidad. It's also a video because I remember going to this place when I was younger and then revisiting it older. It was really something else. When we went down Cedros, where I have family living in Cedros in Trinidad, and then we drove to Icacos Point where you could see Venezuela. So in the footage you'll see that we're actually looking at Venezuela from Trinidad, and it shows you how close it is. And I really did enjoy the experience of that. As I said, I remember going there when I was younger. Years and years and years passed in between, and then I went back, and it was just really, really cool. And of course, it's the sit down and talk to the camera videos you guys seem to really love. Trinidad meaning video, Trinidad sayings. I have 2 parts in that. Very popular video. Trying to speak Trini or teaching someone how to speak Trinidadian. Very, very popular video. The accent video I did with my nieces and nephews and my son years and years ago. Really cool video, and there is someone in that video that is no longer with us, so that even makes that video a little more special. So yeah, all of those videos are very popular, and I don't know if you realize I try different things. You know, make documentary style videos, the vlogging style videos, the sit down and talking to you videos, the normal traveling videos, educational videos. I did like on the Trinidadian flag, I did on our coat of arms where it's more animated and conceptual. So it's me trying different things and trying to be creative, you know, not try to get stagnant. And I hope you guys appreciate all that effort. These videos take time and effort, especially when I'm experimenting and whatnot. It takes effort. It takes effort to film the videos, because when we're going out and let's say I'm doing a vlog, I have to kind of separate myself from the experience every now and then to do the videos, which I don't mind doing. I now have to think through the camera, and then I have to edit, put together, pick music, and then when I'm experimenting, I have to do research, I have to learn new techniques, and that is why I'm trying to encourage all my new subscribers and even my long-time subscribers. If you have time, hey, go back, watch some of the videos and enjoy them over. See some of my life and some of the experiences I've had, which is the main reason I started this channel. I should have mentioned that in the beginning, but I really started this channel because I was starting to travel and I wanted to capture so my kids could see all the different things that I'm doing and whatnot, and it has since grown. All right, oh, a beautiful butterfly. That's one of the nice things about doing a video on a mango tree. All right, you see nature. So yeah, thank you so much for 15,000 subscribers. That really means a lot to me. I couldn't do this without you guys watching, without the regulars, you know yourselves, commenting. I try my best to comment back to everyone as best as I can. Anyway guys, as always, thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright? Goodbye.